The Center for Excellence of Pensacola, transforming our community one life at a time. Who we are. The Center for Excellence is a U.S. nonprofit organization whose purpose is to offer practical resources, training, hope, and support for individuals and families seeking to overcome a variety of life challenges, including poverty, addiction, and joblessness. Our goal is to create and operate a Center for Excellence where we partner with local business, educational, community, and faith-based leaders and organizations to have a positive impact in our society and revitalize our communities. Our mission: provide practical life skills and training programs, provide positive environments for self-development, empower individuals to become positive members of their community, focus on traditional core values and community, serve the community without prejudice. What we do: provide opportunities for recreation, arts and entertainment, social services, family services, rehabilitation programs, self-improvement programs. By offering practical skills and faith-based classes, we encourage people to be the best them they can be and to strive for excellence in every area of their life. Programs and services. The Center for Excellence is proud to offer Jamie's Mom's House, a place of hope and healing for loved ones of those lost to the disease of addiction. Jamie's Mom's House provides support for those parents and friends grieving the unimaginable loss of a child or friend while bringing awareness to the opioid crisis in America. Jamie's Mom's House offers online support, group interaction, personal ministry, and community outreaches, assisting those at high risk of substance abuse. Be somebody's somebody is their motto. Through backpack drives and hot meals, Jamie's Mom's House is spreading awareness and making a difference in our community. The Center for Excellence is proud to enter the fight to end human trafficking with its AWARE initiative. Abolitionists who are ready educate. We are committed to doing our part to educate people on the signs of human trafficking, what trafficking looks like in their city, who the most vulnerable are among them, while equipping them with the National Human Trafficking Hotline number to call and report any suspicions. By collaborating with local law enforcement, faith-based organizations, and other nonprofits, we look forward to the day when we become a zero-tolerance city and when every slave is freed. Want to keep in touch with the Center for Excellence, as well as learn more about the opioid crisis in America and human trafficking around the world? Follow us on social media at centerforexcellence.tdp. Every week we fill our page with shareable content that you can use to educate those around you. To learn more about the Center for Excellence and how you can partner with us to impact communities, visit our website at www.centerforexcellence.org. Together, we can transform our communities one life at a time. Welcome back, everybody, to Purse Bingo.
Hi.
It is Friday, and we are excited to have you guys with us. Thank you so much for joining us. We hope you have enjoyed this week. We have pulling these names. It's been so great. So today we would just like to say a little bit about Hope Fest.
Yes.
Okay, so Jamie's Mom's House, for those who don't know, is not just in Pensacola, Florida. We also have a chapter in Pennsylvania.
We do.
And Pennsylvania, big shout out to our crew up there, Billy
Yes.
Joe, and everybody who helps
Shelby.
out, Shelby, all
Caitlin
those
Cooper.
guys.
Yes.
Like, you have been incredible.
Hi,
And
Yvonne.
everybody,
Yes.
tell them a little bit about Hope Fest.
Okay, so we had a combination of Hope Walk, Hope Fest this year, and we did the previous year as well. So the Hope Walk is, and it doesn't fail, it rains each time that we do Hope Walk. I don't know why. Somebody had said to me, Tears from Heaven before, and that hit me hard. But we walked down the High Street in Pottstown from the Goodwill Ambulance Company to the Carousel. The Carousel is one of our partners as well.
Yes, big shout out. One of
Yes.
our first partners
Yes.
there in PA. So big shout out to the Pottstown Carousel.
And it's really, when we do the Hope Walks, and we're getting ready to do a Hope Walk here August 31st for Overdose Awareness Day, that's probably my biggest heart, because I'm making a stand and taking a step against opioid addiction, any kind of addiction. I'm standing up and I'm walking for your loved ones as well as my own. Something that really hit me hard was we were taking individual pictures of people holding their loved one's picture, and up walked my granddaughter, Ava, and she was holding her Uncle James and her Aunt Kiva. Like, that's how much that this has impacted my family. Then when we transform over to Hope Fest, that was in Montgomery County as well, and it gives everybody an opportunity to celebrate whether they're in recovery. It gives them to celebrate their loved ones. We, at the end of Hope Fest, we lit a sparkler for all of our loved ones, and we light the sparklers down here too for our Hope Walks.
Yeah.
But everybody's allowed to get up and speak about how addiction has impacted your life. Talk about that loved one and how wonderful that he or she was, and what they were, because they weren't just addicts. And also, it's a fun time of celebration for those people, and it's a fundraiser for us as well. So it's a day of hope and healing, and it's a great time.
It is. There's always a good amount of people. The crew up there did an amazing job. Also, thank you to everybody who donated for Hope Fest. Thank you to everybody who gave something, whether it was hamburgers, hot dogs, their time playing music. There was a band that came up and played. There was a lot of stuff that goes on to making these events happen, but the impact is what we're there for. When you see the pictures of Melissa, hugging those other ones that lost, and that, their common chord is they're missing, there's an empty chair at the table, but that they are going on, and that they're not only just going on, but they're pressing in for others, and for others' families that haven't lost someone yet, where there's hope that person might jump into recovery, or could go into remission, actually, kind of to say of what they've got going
next
on.
Step.
Yeah,
next step. I get a lot of phone calls about the next step.
Yeah, we've made a lot of connections with people around here who do opioid addiction, but also do recovery, any kind of recovery programs. We've made some connections with people who have step groups after their halfway houses and after those homes where they can continue to come, kind of like AAs, but they don't call it AA, right? We've made a lot of those connections because they're important. Because very rarely is addiction just a one-stop boom and I'm done.
Right.
It's a journey, and the bigger the support group that you have around you, the better the odds are that you're actually going to walk in full recovery and full freedom from whatever addiction it is that you have. And that's where really Jamie's Mom's House comes in. And, I really, Melissa and her crew here and up in PA, they get the phone calls in the middle of the night. They're the ones that are manning those things, saying, I can't find him. He hasn't come home in 2 days. I don't know where to look. I'm worried. Like, every time the phone rings, I'm afraid it's going to be the police asking me to come, identify a body. And that's the reality. That's the reality that Melissa goes through. That's the reality that her teams go through, and the leaders that she's raised up to answer those calls, because they're not the easy calls. They're not the things that just happen. We've got groups,
and nobody really is prepared for this. Like, there's no schooling for this.
No.
Right?
And it's just
and you have to really have a heart for these people, because the addict can get better. The addict recovers, but the landmines that they've left behind is what we're manning.
Yeah. Well, and just the trauma. I know that there's a couple movies that Melissa was like, you should watch this. This was like my life. And, I watched several of those movies, and it's that, you're excited they're home. You're excited they're out of recovery. But there's that drop in your head, like, hide my wallet. Make sure the medicine cabinet's closed. Like, dude, this money, like, well, what do you want? I'll get it for you. Like, is it too high of a value? Are they going to sell it? What is... Because it's, again, the landmines, that trauma of what's happened in the past. And not that you want to not have 100% full hope for where they've gone, but when it's a repetitive cycle, it's very hard.
Reality.
And standing with those loved ones who are walking through that process for the first time, or who have been walking through it, someone like me, whose life has not been directly connected to someone with addiction, is hard to understand because it's like, I don't understand. You know, I don't understand like the waiting up in the middle of the night, waiting for somebody to call, or the wondering whether they're going to come home, or hey, are they going to use this $10, you know, for actually McDonald's, or is it going to go to something else? And so those are things that I'm not as skeptical, but it's because I haven't had those experiences. But that's why Jamie's Mom's House is full of people who have been through it, and they know. And sometimes, and I want to make a plug right now for the Jamie's Mom's House Facebook page. Like, if you aren't on Jamie's Mom's House Facebook page and you have lost someone to addiction, you need to be on there. If you have somebody currently struggling in addiction, you need to be on there. If you're an ex-addict and you're somebody that can speak into, hey, like, hey, I've been that person, and I want to thank everybody in my life. You know, that it's always full of positive encouragement. They share statistics of what's going on in the community, what's happening in the areas that they service, and it's important.
And if you want to talk to someone behind the scenes, I get more inboxes than I get anything else.
In the messenger,
In the messenger, without a doubt. I mean, I get some group interaction, but people just need to know that you're there.
Yeah, people need to know that you're somebody. They're looking for somebody to answer that phone in the middle of the night. And we have people that we can get them to, counselors, different things that we have connections with that when it's beyond us. But a counselor probably isn't going to answer at, you know, 1 a.m.
That's right.
But Melissa does. And that's what's so important, is that these people have somebody to walk through this with them. So everybody out there who's struggling, we're here for you.
That's right.
We're here to be your somebody. But we're going to pull the purse today. So the purse today is
a Black Michael Kors, and it's a combo donated by Caitlin Cooper. So thank you, Rose. Today, she donated a small black, and it comes with a black wallet, and it is almost $900 in value. So whoever wins this today, man, you're blessed.
Look at that. You're getting a wallet and a purse. A 2-in-1 action.
Thanks again, Caitlin.
People told us we needed to wheel this longer. We really needed to get into it. So I'm sitting here cranking. Let's see what happens. I just can't do it while they're doing it because that annoying little squeak. Could you imagine? Oh my God. Da, 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 da.
Aww, Ayla! Hi, Ayla! This is going all the way to Canada. This is going to my niece, Pastor Maeve's granddaughter. Congratulations, Ayla. You're gonna love this.
Congratulations, Ayla! Again, everybody, me and Melissa will be back here tomorrow for Purse Bingo. Love you guys.